close my browser. My browser as well is eating 1.7 gigabyte. I don't believe it. God. So I had a few issues with I don't know what's going on with there, but there's a little bit of distortion on the my actual thing that goes in between here. For some reason it's actually closer together than it was in SketchUp, and I'm not sure why. I have assumed that I left an air gap or somewhere. Well, no worries, it'll fit. It's just that I'm probably going to have to put some washers around the back of these things. But it's going to be alright. The main thing right now is... Oops, double-sided tape sticking to me. The main thing at the moment is to get these brackets on and the spacers on because of the extra width, and that's what I'm doing at the moment, and it's very tedious because having to put these nuts on takes forever. But I thought, well, I had snooker going, and I thought, well, I'm not watching snooker, how can I watch snooker and do this at the same time? So I thought, well, I might as well start live streaming. Get this thing, flipping nuts started, just come on. So it's a question of finding the nuts as well that run it quickest, because then I don't have to fart about too long. Because these are nylon threads, you see, these bars. They're actually nylon threaded bars, and they actually take forever to thread these frigging nuts. And this one, for some reason, it's not going on easy. Don't know why. Didn't have this trouble earlier. Let's try a different nut. All plastic nuts. Ah, it must have been that nut. Let's get started. Just trying to go across threaded for some reason. Right, so flipping out, I don't believe this. It came up alright. And it's the first one I've had trouble with. The other nut went on easy. Hang on. Try a different nut. This is nuts. Get it? Nuts. What the hell? Why is that? There must be a burr on the end of it. There is. Try that way around. I don't want to put it on that one. Oh, it works that way around. Right. Except I don't want it that way around. Ah, I think I've got it. Yeah, we're on. Finally. This is the most monotonous, boring part of it, but I might as well start streaming now, because once I get past this point and get the end on, it won't take long to put the rest of it together. Hang on a minute. Computer's gone to sleep again. I need more coffee as well. Right, so get the other spaces on. Actually, the one at the back, I don't have a bracket on there, so that has to be occupied with see, I think I've got an extra long one here somewhere. Where's that long one gone? Oop. Oh, that's oh, that's sick. I could put this plastic thing back on, but I don't want to do it. I want to keep it consistent. Right, so two of them. Would make that. No, it's still short. See, I've got two of them up there, two of them down there. Three of these up here. Put my drill in because it'll hold it all together in a minute. Well, that's not going to work. It's this back one. I wasn't thinking about that. Oh, no worries. I've got other spaces. God, this is freaking tight. Right, so that one at the back wants to be, let's see, I need two of those widths, so that's about, well, I could put some more of these washers back on, I suppose. Let's see, plus transparent washers. Let's see, that would be, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I'll just stick this one back on, and I'll stick two transparent washers on the back one. Because there's no actuator thing connected to that. I'll stick that back on there. Two plastic washers, that'll give me the right spacing. Oops, so it's all balanced out. Right, if I measure the distance between there and there, that should be, as same as these. Yep, that's good enough. Bang on. Probably 0.5 millimetre out, which is nothing. That's good, that'll work. So get this nut on. Another one of these stubborn nuts. Just realised you can't see what I'm doing, so it's boring. It's at the moment, like, it won't be for long. Once we get the rotors on and we start getting it spinning and see what it's going to do, that's when the fun part starts. Actually, I'll put it down because I can spin it faster. Right, that one's on. So we've got that one. Oops. Right, so I've got my things on. These are spaced about right, but I'm going to have to put washers on here because of some kind of weird issue in my thing. But so I like these washers fit. I am so glad I stuck to 6mm standard. Right. The only problem is these I'm probably not going to reach. But I thought of that because if they're not going to reach, then I can drill through the back and put these pins in which are a lot longer. Actually, no, they're not going to be any longer than what's in there. Yeah, right. Well, actually, what I can do is still, I could still, these will be alright, I think. Yeah, these are going to be fine. The bottom ones aren't, it's just the top ones that are the problem. Let's just offer it up and have a look. As I said, so what I said, something's weird about this. I mean, I put it together right, these clamps didn't fit before, so I had to scale them down a bit, so there was definitely something smaller than what it should be, and I'm not quite sure what. Oh, I think it's because I redid these, and these brackets are slightly thinner. That might be what it is. I have no idea if the audio is working. Let me just check anyway, because I don't know. Where's the audio? Oh, there's the audio. Oh yeah, it's working. I can see it working. Right. So when this is together, this will fit on like. Have we got this right way around? I hope I have. Yes, I have. Yeah, that'll fit on like that. But now these pegs are too short, so I'm going to have to do something about those. Well, we'll suss that out in a minute. Oh, the main thing is to get the this end up back on so I can make it solid again, because at the moment it's flopping about. So I'm ready to put the end back on. Yeah, I am. Oh, there's a nut to go on here. There's a nut to go back on this top one. Well, that one's a lot easier. nuts are important, it's for clamping these up and tightening them up. Right, that's on. Right, so what I'm thinking of doing is extending these pins on here, so what I'll have to do is drill them out, because I've got extra pins, so I'm going to have to drill them out and super glue these other pins in to make these longer, because they're not going to reach with these washers on. But it's not a big deal because the end here is very thin, so I should be able to get, oh that's the wrong size. What's this? There's always a problem, you know. Oh, actually, that is rock solid now. It was soft before when it had acetone on it, but it's dried out and it's really hard now. I think what I'll probably do is soldering iron and melt it out. So I just want to put some longer pins in there, so this is another issue. I don't know what happened there. Something in the SketchUp was slightly different, I don't know why. At least these are long enough. I don't need to print any more of these because I can just, yeah. Right, so I'm going to get my soldering iron out. Be easy to melt them out. Alright, is this bit right size? Yeah, I think I can melt it out with that. What voltage have I got this set at the moment? It must be turned up. Power supply. 4.5 volts. It's too low. 12. my adapter thingy. Okay, right. Why is it whenever you do anything, I need to set the temperature to, I want it at 230 C, otherwise it's going to be too hot and it stinks. So I've got to push this knob, this thing out, and then I'm going to stick these extensions in there. Right, we're at 230. This shouldn't take too long to do. I think I need to cut the end off first. I've got plastic everywhere now. So what I'll do is I'll cut the end off this because it's knife. That's that one off. I'll cut the other one off. Got you. Right, so I'm just going to melt that out. Try and make a hole in the back so that it will be fairly easy for me to. Oh, I should have put the tighten the Allen key up on this because it's coming out. Oh, once I've softened it, I'll get my drill and I'll just ream that out. There we go. God, it's gone hard again. Right, that's worked. Trim that off. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, can you? Well, you should be able to do, yeah. Right. Would have been so much easier to have done this before I put the flipping things back on there, I tell you, but never mind. actually melt the other one out, because these pins that I made earlier will pop in like, well, when I make the hole big enough, it will. It's a good thing the soldering iron's got the right size bit. All because I made the pins too freaking small. Right. That iron is stinking, so I'm going to turn it off and melt it off with acetone. I don't think I need it anymore. I've got this stress release clamp which keeps coming off. Right, these pins should fit in there. Yes, they do. Will do when I clear it all out. Right. Right, so I'll get my pins. more clearing out. I think I'll use my little knife as a roll. Let's check that. Well, we're not far off. What the hell? Maybe jump. Something tickled my arm. My bracket. Damn it. I think I need to iron on again. It's just, I need to get more plastic out of there. And now it's gone hard. Oh, where's my pin? I'm not far off. Well, I'm going to clean that off with acetone first because there's such a lot of plastic on the end of there. Should be cool now. Right, that's got off. Now I'll plug it back in and heat it a bit more because I need a bit more. Set 230. 230. Just wait for it to warm up. Over there nearing. Right. I'll do the other one as well. feeding of the drill. I've got it at a temperature where it doesn't make a big stink, it's just on that melting point. You can still smell it though. That's better. Much better. Get my drilling easy now. Bit more on this one. I'm so glad that this ABS is acetone treated because it's very solid now. Doesn't break easy. Ouch. Right. So that I can go off now. Right, so, pin. Now, I'm going to stick it in this side. Oh, perfect! Right, that's worked, it works. That one's going to work as well. So, I'm going to cut the heads off though, because the heads are going to prevent it from going all the way through. So, I don't want the heads on, the little bumps on the end. I'm going to chop those off. Because that knife's not very strong, am I? Jesus, you won't believe how tough these are. I use my chisel. I'll do it over here because I don't want to damage the table. Oh God. God, these are tough little buggers, I tell you. Right, I'll do the other one. Got that through across the room, that one did. Alright, I've got two pins now. Right, I've got two options really. Super glue or ABS slurry. I think I prefer the ABS slurry because it's plastic and it'll bond well to it. So I'm just gonna stick some of this in here. Oops. Now I'm dribbling everywhere. I stick my pin in. Trust me, once that sets, it'll be rock solid. It won't take long because it's only putting a small amount on. Right. Yeah. I'm going to feel a pin in. Right. Don't want too much because it takes forever to dry if you put too much in. Right, that's great. Just to anchor it. Right, by the time I put this together that should be dry enough anyway, so I've got longer pins now, so we don't have a problem with that. And one of my washers fell off, so just remember to put those back on. Cause those are the lead washers as well. I think it's time to clean the iron. Yeah, clear as a whistle. Oh, this is right on the edge, it's about to fall off. Right, so I've got these fixed, and these will be alright, because these ones are already quite long, and so I don't think it's going to, actually I better check. No, better be alright anyway. Oh yeah, I think they will be, I'm pretty sure. Have I got these on the right way around? Oh, don't say I've got them on the way around. I think they're on the right way around. I'm just checking, making sure everything's the right way around. Yeah, it looks like it is, yeah. Because these both be here. Yeah. Oh, that isn't set yet. Duh. I'll just going to push the frigging thing in. I'm just going to push this pin in. Oops. Come out. It's nearly set as well. That's right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, going right way around. I was a bit worried for a minute. I thought I'd got to take all these nuts off again. Okay, so now I can put the end back on. And this shaft is not supported again, it's hanging and it's going to get damaged. I'll 3D print this little hook to hang it on while I'm doing this. And it's put strain on the bearings. It doesn't do the bearings any good when you're doing that. I've got plastic everywhere. Bits of plastic everywhere. Right, the next phase is to get these ends back on. And yeah, before I put them on, I've got to put the rotors back on as well. Right, so that's next step is spacers. Right, so I want the right rotor first. I've got to check something. I've got to check the distance. I need another spacer there. Let's see. Will this work? Will one of these work? Brass spacer will work better. Right. Check. That's about right. Right rotor on. I'm going to double check the balance on it as well. Washer's falling off. Check that one. Okay, that's about right. Looks bang on actually. Right, now my coupling sections go in One. Trying to get this thing out of the way. Just a minute. First minute. I'm trying to put this on the bearing for now. Just a minute. Where's that thing? Right, there's 1, 2. That's the middle one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's about right. Have I missed any out? I think I've got them all. Right, so 1. Oops. 2. I had to make a slight offset one to the middle. That's the middle one, it's silver, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be about in the middle there. That's not right. Something wrong here somewhere. I think I need another space at the back. Well, I'm not going to worry about that for now, because this thing it'll centre itself by them wheels on the thing. That's what I put on there to help centre itself. Yeah, I need an extra space on the back really, but I know what I can do. I can use one of these. I've got some extra grey ones. I'll stick one of these plastic grey ones on there. Let's take these off again. I'm so glad I made these short. That's why I made them short, so I can intersect them, because it's easy to get them off. If it was one long piece, I'd have to take this end off completely. I'll take that off in a minute. Put another spacer on. I'll use a plastic one. Right. That looks too close now. Down. What I'll have to do is take that brass one out. Can't friggin' win. I'll take the brass one out. And put the plastic one back in. The reason for the spacers is to stop the rotors drifting up in, you know, if you get them centred properly, but better. That looks right now. Right, I'll get this bearing back on for now. I've got to put these on, haven't I? Right. Should be right now. I just want to check this before we put the other rotor on, because I don't want to be taking two off. I'll put that on there. A minute. I ain't got my bracket on here. Get this other bracket on here. That camera is not in the right place. Is it drooping on me? Seems to be. Ooh, I've got to put that on a support as well. Oh, really, shaft's not going through. Why's that? Oh! Because I got these wider apart, my brackets, my drive shaft's not reaching now. Duh! Oh, I see. I think he wants pushing through a bit. That's why. I've gone and pulled the drive shaft through. That's what I've done. I've got to push the drive shaft back through a bit. There, that's it. Got you. I'll pull the drive shaft out this end, haven't I? That's better. There's no one knows having problems. The drive shaft has moved. Right, let's check it. Not true, isn't it? Well, it's not catching on this when it's hanging loose, so it should be good. That's pretty true, is that? It's good enough, it's not perfect. Right, so let's check. You know what? I think I need another spacer in here. It's a good thing I printed two of them silver ones. It really is a good job. Because I've got another silver one. So I'll put that one on. Right, that looks right. That looks right now. Alright, I'm going to get the other rotor, put the other one on. We've got to line up these marks. A1. That's the other A1. Right. second rotor on. The magnets, fighting with magnets again. Right. Yeah, it's locked. Oh, God, I've got a bit of slop in there, but it's not much. It's not much, it's a tiny amount. Right, what I need to do now is get these nuts on the end so that things don't fly apart anymore. It's time to bolt up a bit, I think. Got the gaps just right. Perfect. Perfecto. Right. That's that now. I actually put some washers on there. I think I'll put them back on. You look cool, transparent washers. Take that dust back off and put my transparent washer on. That's a tight bit. I never really tighten them up with my fingers. I mean, with my spanner, I usually just use my fingers. But sometimes, for some things, you do need it a bit more. But for now, I'm just finger tightening everything. Because you never know, I might have to take the frigging thing apart again. Just my luck if I had to do, wouldn't it? Right, so I've got my space. Oh, I didn't put spaces on this end, on the far end. Does it matter? Will I need to do that? Well, actually, let's test it. Let's test it for balance. I haven't got any. I haven't got my coils or anything in there yet. But what I was thinking of doing was checking it just to make sure the bearings and everything are all good, and I'll stick my RPM meter on here so you can see it maybe. Oh, this is stuck to the magnet. All I'm doing is a rotor test, that's all, right now. The wire's going underneath, must it be? Oh dear. Freaking magnets keep pulling this towards them. Hang on. Want some more blue tack to hold this lot away from everything. use these clips. Right, so all I'm going to do is a rotor test just to check everything's balanced out, but these might bump into the rotor while it's spinning. So I need to lift them up. That's better. That wire should hold them in place. Okay, so I'll just go and put power on. I just want to see that the rotors are balanced okay. I'm going to go make some coffee as well. Oh, this one's got wobble on it again. Yeah, I still need to sort that out. This one, this side, it's got a bit more wobble on it. Oh, it's straightening itself out. It probably needs a bit more ABS stuff on it. But actually, they're doing alright. We've got no coils or anything in it, so what you're seeing is raw speed really. At the moment, the only thing that's slowing it down is the weight of the rotors right now, I think, on the bearings. It's a lot better though, I tell you, it's a lot better. The balance is really, really good. I can hardly feel any vibration. The rotors I had before, the whole table used to shake. I think it might have been because they got out of alignment over a period of time or something. Interesting. I've got one of my handheld devices, and when I put this next to the rotor, can't see the RPM right now. It should speed up. It did do before when I was doing this. I'm holding it there. I took it away. Look at that, no difference, it didn't affect it. That proves that it doesn't create any drag. Well, if anything, it would cause it to speed up, but it should do once you get the coils on there, because the way the coils work, when you take power out, it inverts the field, and it seems to accelerate when you load it down, which I've done simulated with the magnet. But why is it slowed down actually? I think I've got a problem with my bearings again. They probably want some WD-40 on them or something. Don't know. It needs a bit of a run anyway to stabilise the bearings. I'm just going to take the power off a minute, because I want to check this rotor, see how loose it is. Put that on there a minute, out of the way. Right, this rotor on this side, yeah, it definitely wants to be trued in again. Oh, I see it's loose. Yeah, this rotor's loose. You can see it wobbling. So I need to put some ABS on that to stop it from wobbling. The ABS I put in earlier must have dried out and it shrunk. So what I need to do... Yeah, it's very loose actually. I'm going to put a bit more ABS on the drive shaft. Bit of plastic on there and squidge it in between the rotor. These need to be anchored anyway. So it wants to be on the back actually. That's on this side. So basically putting a good bit of plastic, ABS plastic melted in acetone, onto the drive shaft. I'm just going to let that dry a little bit, then I'm going to push it and it should go and fill that gap on the rotor and stop it from wobbling. They need to be anchored anyway, so they don't slip. And when I push it on, I actually tilt it against that angle that, you know, towards away from the side that's wobbling, if you know what I mean. If it's wobbling to the left, I tilt it to the right and I'm pushing it over the ABS slurry, if you know what I mean. Right. I'll push it over now. Lock it in place. Check it for balance. I'm just like truing it up at the moment. The centrifugal force should take care of that when it's going anywhere. So I'm going to power it back up again. A little bit. Come on. I'm using a little motor in my hand to try to true it up. That one's just a bit wobbly. Ah, that's no good. Hang on a minute. I thought I trued it up earlier, but it must, the plastic obviously shrunk. I hope I don't have to take the damn thing off again and use my file on it, so I might have to do. It's not far off. I think I've got it about right. I'm just going to let it spin up and find its own centrifugal axis. The one on the right is great. The rotor on the right hand side is perfect. It's really, really good. I've just got about a millimetre deviation on the left hand side one, but they're well balanced. It's just the wobble that's annoying me. I don't like wobbly things. I'm trying to get away from wobblators. I really don't need any more wobblators in my life. Anyway, I'm going to go and make some coffee and just let that run for a bit. Just to see if its centrifugal force stabilises it a bit. It should do. Because that ABS, it softens the ABS in there and it allows things to move around a bit. Well, I suppose I can open the Ajax chart, yeah. I'll put the Ajax chat on because I can't run the virtual machine and I can't get that Discord chat thing when I'm running live stream because I need the extra memory and the CPU and all that, you know. So let's just get the Ajax chat running and then if somebody's watching they can chat to me on that. I'm just, as I say, I'm just chewing up rotors at the moment, so there's no coils on here at all, so don't expect any power yet. But I'm happy to say the rotors are actually really good. They're well balanced. They have very, very little vibration. I can't hardly feel any. Okay. Great, Alan. Yeah, super duper. Yeah, I thought, well, if somebody wants to chat to me, yeah, I might as well use it. I can use the Ajax chat. I just can't go on Discord because it means I've got to run the virtual machine. So, like I said, the generator section's not on yet. I'm just testing the rotors right now. I don't know if this microphone's picking up the rotor magnetic field. Actually, I have no idea, to be honest, if it is or not. Let's check the audio. 1, 2, no, I don't think it's picking it up. So, you can see the RPM without anything on there, you know, without anything between the rotors, and that's the raw RPM at the moment. Let's just rotate this a bit. Good, right. Well, I've turned it around a little bit, but you can see I've got no generator section in here whatsoever right now. It's just the rotors. But when I get my little device, my little whatchamacallit, yeah, and when I hold it up to the rotors, it doesn't slow it down at all, which is really good. Well, I haven't noticed it slowing it down. Let's just I'll try and do it on this side, on the right hand rotor, because you'll be able to see me then. I don't want this thing flying up and hitting me in the face. I've got to hold my hand still because it is pulling on me. Right, I'm trying to get the same gap that I would have when I put the actuators on. I can feel the magnetic field on it. Right, yeah, I don't know, is it slowing down or is it speeding up? I'll be happy if it has no effect. Right, I've taken it away. Bringing it back towards the rotor again. Oh, got to be careful, it'll grab it out of my hand if I'm not careful. There's a strong field on here. If I don't get it in the centre, it's out of balance, but when I get it in the middle, it feels like it's not, there's less vibration in the fingers when I'm holding it there. Right, taking it away. Anyway, as I say, it doesn't seem to drag it down at all, which is great. I just got to get my device hooked up now and put that in and see what happens. And as I say, I've still got a touch of wobble on the rotors though. But I put these pins, I extended these plastic pins on these arms. Because they weren't long enough, because these plastic pins that go on here, on these things that connect to the device, on the top one, they're a bit longer, and I've got to wait for that to dry a little bit longer, I think, because I think it's drying actually. I think it's just about dry. It doesn't take long. And then I can start putting that together as well, you see. I want to get that done actually, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the, going to turn the rotors off and I want to see about getting this thing connected up, actually getting it hooked up, because yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. I had a bit of a theory, a bit of an idea the other day, because these coils are slightly out of phase, not out of phase, yeah, slightly out of phase. When the South Pole triggers one coil, the other coil receives the triggering of the South Pole about a millisecond or something like that later, but both coils are receiving the South Pole at the same time. That's on the top and the bottom coils, that is on the right hand side or the left hand side, whichever. They're both receiving the same pole, but then the top coil transitions over to the North Pole a fraction of a millisecond or whatever, depends on the speed, before the one at the bottom. So there's a slight phase shift if you wire them in series, and we could possibly use that to our advantage as well in acceleration, because I noticed that when you first approach a field, that's when you get a bit of drag. But if that field is delayed a millisecond or something before it's activated through a series coil, then you can offset that. If there is any drag there, you can offset it even more. But obviously we'd probably lose a bit of output doing that. But I don't think we need to worry about that anyway, because the way my concentrics work anyway, they already invert all of that, you know. Anyway, I'm going to see about getting this thing on. Turn that off. As I say, I've still got a little bit of wobble on this rotor on this side, but it's not wobble as in balance, it's side wobble, you know, it's azimuth. I think you call it azimuth. It's the azimuth that's a little bit wobbly, but that's not a big deal. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can put this thing on here, get it hooked up, see if it fits. I hope it's going to fit alright. I hope I'm not going to have any problems with that. Well, I'm going to eat my apple pie first. Well, azimuth, yeah, it's the first one with the M-U-T-H, yeah. Well, at least I've got the spacings right now, so. Right, I've got to get these hooked up now, and that means I've got to loosen things maybe a little bit. I'll see if I can get it on without loosening anything. The test is to get these between the rotors. Oh, look at that, it goes between them, look. The wheels are touching the rotors, which is what they're supposed to do. Well, not supposed to do really, but they're supposed to do in the event that there's to stop a collision, to stop the rotors from colliding with the coils, and that they seem to be okay. Oh, actually, that's weird. Now that's weird. The wheels on the bottom are touching, the ones at the top are not. Why is that? I've got a gap at the top. As I say, my coil assembly has got these wheels on. Those wheels are just collision preventers to prevent the coils from colliding with and sticking to the magnets really hard. But normally the wheels are not supposed to be in contact with the rotors, but I've got wheels on all four coils above them. And if I at some point need to take the wheels off, I will do, but for the moment I just want to play it safe. Plus it also might help to true these rotors up. Right, let's see if I can get this on the air without loosening the nuts too much. So this one wants to be... I have to remember that this is still a bit squidgy because I've just glued that on. I repaired one of them, you see. Oh, I'm going to put the washers on now. I've dropped some washers up here. Come here. I don't suppose I need washers in the bottom ones. Let's see if I can get this lined up. Oh, I can get them on without actually loosening everything. That's brilliant. Right, so I've got to get the brackets on the bottom now. God, this wire, I wish it'd stay out of the way. I can see the tracks where the magnetic field is, and the wheels are lining up by the looks of it, I think. Yeah, that's good. That's what I want. Oh, this is going to be a problem. I can't get these can't get these on. The bottom ones, I can't get them on. The rotors are in the way. So what I'm going to have to do is back out the rotors actually. Oh, I can't back out the rotors, I've got spacers on this end. Because I've got spacers on this end, I can't move it out anymore. I want to resolve this. Looks like I'll have to loosen these nuts on this end. Yeah, that's what I have to do. I'm going to have to move this right hand side out a bit. Take my belt off a minute. There's always something I overlook. Let's see if I can move this out a bit further. Oh, that might work. Hopefully. I just want enough room to get my fingers in. There's freaking wires in the way. Just a minute. How will I get this on the air? Well, it's still in the way. Oh, I should have put the bottom on first, that's what. Yeah, it's bottom on first. Right. Take this top one up again. If I put the bottom one first, it should be a bit easier. I say, what? I don't know. Find out. Last time the rotors, I didn't have the spaces there, I was able to shift the rotors, I think, but it's not going to be so easy now. Yeah, I think this is the right way of doing it. What the heck? Oh, I know why. These rotors have just moved. I'll move this rotor back a bit. A minute. Move that rotor back. I can't move this one, I've got spaces on the back of it, which is a pain. What I'll need to do is make spaces that are kind of C-shaped and clip-ons. Then I can clip them on and take them off. And that's what I'm planning on doing next, actually, is to make some clip-on spacers. You make life so much easier. I think I can do this. I hope. Yeah. We're almost there. I've got them on. Yeah, so it's bottom on first, then top. Right, so. And also another note worth mentioning is not to take power from the outside coils, because those are still subject to lens effects and drag. I'm just using the outside coils for the oscilloscope and for experimentation. But taking power from the inside coils shouldn't drag it down at all, from what I've been testing and what I've seen. It's just the outside coils, because they're in between two concentrics, you see. I'm just trying to separate the wires because they were touching. I can't see the wires at the bottom. Oh, a minute, I can't read the chat. How big are the size pieces support? Look a little large for printing. Oh, I didn't print the side ones. These are Perspex. I had them laser cut by somebody on eBay. The big side panels are just the Perspex, you know. I'm just moving my wires so that nothing's shorting out, because last thing I need is to start this thing going with. I'm doing it while the rotors are apart because it's a bit easier. I still need my torch. Still need my torch because my 150 watt light bulb failed on me, and I'm using 100 watt now, so it's not as bright as it used to be. I can't afford to buy another bulb at the moment. I'm just sorting these wires out. They all got bent up with my hands. Right. Okay, now I can put the rotor back, and the couplers in the middle keep them synced up, you see. So, I'll push that back, and it should be, where's the sync mark? That's it, it should be alright. This rotor wants to be more to the left actually. Now I've got some rubbing somewhere. Needs to be more to the right. My wheels seem to be working. I've got to tighten this end up again now. I can't get my fingers on this nut, so I've got to use my spanner. It's recessed. I haven't got my clamps on yet. Yeah, there's probably going to be. Uh-oh, I've dropped my super glue on the floor. There's probably going to be some alignment problems. So I mean, don't expect it to work today. But I was hoping to get it working today. But chances are I'm going to have to make some adjustments somewhere because something's catching and I'm not sure what's wrong. Oh, I see, that freaking thing's too. That one's chopping off. Right, there's a piece of plastic that wants. There's a little bit of plastic sticking out that's catching on the rotor, so I'm going to have to chop that piece. It's alright, it's just some bits sticking out. I'll get a hacksaw blade and cut it off because it's easier with that. Oh, there's some bits of plastic right at the bottom. The magnets are pulling on the blade. It's a little bit of extra plastic that was on there, which isn't needed. It's just easier than using my knife, especially where it is. It's right down at the bottom. I could take it off again, I suppose, and pull it out and do it. Actually, the magnets are just playing havoc with me. I'm going to have to pull it out and do it. I mean, because it's just too fiddly. Right, so if yeah, it'd be easy if we just take the damn thing out and then cut them bits off because it's sticking out. I can use my proper hacksaw now. not getting attacked by magnets. That's one off. I'll do them all. There's just these extra bits sticking out. Oh, okay, Alan. I've cut my hand off, so I'm going to hold it from the top. Got it. Right. Okay, that's that one, that's that one. I think I'll do these as well. There's a bit of plastic right on the very top that sticks out, and it's surplus to requirement. I think it's just catching on everything. The other two were, but I'm not sure about these, but I'm going to cut them off while I'm at it. They don't need to be on. Got you. Oh, lost the washer. Plenty more. Stick one on. Okay. Actually, it might end up in the vacuum. There it is. So, I'm just having a little coffee break. Hold my coil over there a minute, and right, let's get this thing back on there. Yeah, not very long coffee break, was it? I'm still having my coffee anyway. I've got plastic dust everywhere now. We shouldn't have anything catching this time. Come on, you bugger. Round the wheel. Right. Now, I should be able to put the clamps on. That's this thing. Right, that's rigidified it better. And the bottom clamp, where's the bottom clamp? It is. Right, that fits perfect. It's much more solid now. Right. Tighten these nuts up a bit. I've got to push the rotors back anyway. Can't get to that properly. I need to get the meter on this and see what voltage we're going to get once I get it cleared so there's nothing catching. And that is much steadier. Right, I need to get these rotors pushed back together again now. I don't have a great deal of clearance, but where's the A1 mark? There it is. Yeah. Ooh. No catching? Yay. Yay. Finally got it so it's not catching on anything. Oh, what was that? Something popped. No, it was my clip just settling. Oh, there's still something. Oh, it's not bad. My wheels are actually kept running as well. Well, they're not supposed to do, but my wheel just runs every revolution when that rotor. There's a slight wobble on the rotor. So the wheels are doing the job, which is to keep the rotor from coming too close. But I ideally don't want them contacting it, you see, because it causes drag. Anyway, I'm going to turn it on, even though the wheels are going to be touching. So if you hear any squealing, it's the wheels, but I'm not going to connect anything up just yet. Oh, these wires have got bloody bent again, just for taking it off. Little wire wrapped around something. Oh! Magnet just grabbed my tweezers. Let me jump. Right. No, I'm not connecting anything just yet because we've got to make sure it's physically stable and we're not going to have something crashing into anything. The wheels should stop that from happening. I haven't got much clearance on this side, about 3mm between the rotor and this plastic arm, but right, so this rotor needs to go a bit more this way. I think there is a bit of room for it to go that way a bit. Yeah, there is. This one can come this way a bit. Yeah, there's going to be some slipping actually because I haven't stuck the rotors onto the drive shaft yet. So there's going to be a bit of slipping, but it's okay at this stage because I'm still lining things up. Let's just make sure my wires are not going to get caught in anything. Why is it not going? Have I disconnected the motor or something? Oh, I haven't got my bearing, my belt on. Silly me. Wonder why it wasn't moving. Right, now it should move. The wheels are just touching on the rotors a bit. That's what they're supposed to do. But they aren't supposed to be in contact, they're just there as a precaution. So, we are getting unwanted drag at the moment. It's definitely doing its buzz thing. I can hear it. Oh my god, that wheel. Which tells me I've got some alignment issues. What happened then? Yeah, I need to move that rotor back a bit. Yeah, I think I'll move this back this way a bit. Another good thing about having these couplers in between is if I jam something in between one of them, I can increase its width. Or maybe I should make something where I can tighten a screw and... Right. I'm just moving them apart a little bit more. Right, let's try that. The wheel should be in contact now, but it might pull itself back in again. I'll move this one that way a bit. It might slowly drift back together again though, you know. Until they get bonded on. The other one's catching now. Oh no, it's not the wheel, it's that thing. The bracket's catching now. Yeah, right. There's always growing pains, if you know what I mean. That's better. Move this way a bit. Ooh, wrong one. Hang on, I'm trying to get to the nuts. Thank you for the wheels. Just trying to undo this nut and move the other one over. And basically adjusting the nuts to get this centered. It's catching right now, so don't worry. Alright. The top one's a lot easier to get to. This is just centering everything. I can't tighten these too much because they're still a bit squidgy because of the ABS treatment, acetone treatment, sorry. The nuts, the little spaces, they're a bit squidgy, so I can't tighten them very much. You need to dry overnight, really. Yeah, I need to redesign these brackets, I think. So they're on the inside and recessed. That's what I need to do. Instead of having them on the outside. Oh, it's worse now. Alright, that should be going that way. Okay, once they go that way, I'll go that way. Oh, it's the bottom one. Hang on, disconnecting a minute. Just a little overload my motor. That's why I hate that wobble. Right, so I need to move this bottom one to the left. Right. Nut loose. Oh, I didn't tighten that up, had I? There's no wonder it was catching. This knot on this outside thing was loose, and tighten that up first. See what happens. Yeah, it definitely wants moving to the left. Right. Oops. I'll leave it off a minute. I'm just moving this over to the left. Right, that's to the left. This nut wants to come to the left. I'm just trying to centre it, you know. But the rotors might be moving anyway. Trying to get this as balanced. It's just that I want it balanced so that these are up against these spacers. Actually, they aren't against the spacer anymore. They're freaking moved. No wonder I'm catching on everything. So the rotors on this side moved. So that means that I'm adjusting it to the left, and I don't need to do. It's just that frigging rotor wants sticking in place. I can't get my fingers into these because so as fast as I was adjusting this spanner, that rotor was moving because I haven't glued it in place yet. And that's typical. Right, I'll do this one. Right, let's see, teach me to line this up while it's running because the rotor's moved. Right, is that in the middle now? Not far off. Trouble is I want to move this one, didn't I? looks better. The wheels aren't touching. Yay! I ain't tighten this one up yet. Wires are catching now. I'll move these out of the way. Right. Note to self. Rotors are moving. Right, I'm going to stick some super glue on that rotor, this one, stop it from moving, and then the others should be alright, because they seem to drift upwards, I don't know why. Oh, I'm sorry, drift inwards. That's probably due to the flux pulling them together, but this one seems to move inwards more than that one, I don't know why that is. Have I got a wheel touching? Nothing. Oh, it's that bracket. That bracket's touching. Ah, that's it. The flipping thing wasn't in its hole properly. Now the wheel's touching again. Right, okay. That rotor's moved again. Right, okay. Now, if I super glue that rotor, it won't stick permanently if it's easy enough to break the seal. I haven't bothered to put screws in to lock them, set screws, I haven't bothered to put those in yet, so just don't want that frigging thing moving. I don't want super glue on this side because I'll stick my things on, so I'm just gonna... Where's my torch gone? There it is. This tube is manky. That should stop that moving around. Check. Oh, that wheel's in contact. At least it's running through. It's not squeezing at me or anything. Does its job. This bottom one wants to go to the left a bit. Here we go again. this one up. I'll shift it, offset it a bit, because that wheel's in touching the rotor right now, so I need to back it up a bit. Oh, look. That's better. I can see a millimetre gap there now. Yep, we've got a millimetre gap. Wheels aren't touching now. If they aren't turning, that means great. We've got it. And I need to tighten this right hand side up again now. Okay. We'll check. Huh! I tightened that right hand side up and now it's touching again. Well, that shouldn't happen. That is strange. These bracing brackets work very well. But this bracing bracket at the bottom, it's hardly doing anything at the moment because it's loose. This one's tight. Why is that loose? Oh, I know why. I've got too much pressure on these spacers. I'm squeezing them in too much. That's what's going on there. I haven't given them a little time to dry out. That's what it is. So I'll loosen this one up again. That's because I'm being impatient. I'm rushing it a bit. I shouldn't be doing that, really. Right. So if I don't over tighten it, it'll be fine. I'll just have to leave it a bit loose until things dry out properly, I think. Well, that wheel on the right is only touching every now and then. The rotor on the left, what's pushing in a bit. Right, okay, I'll have to live with that until it dries, until these spacers dry out, because I'm squeezing them and they're actually compressing, I think. They're only thin little things. These little spacers, they're very thin. And it's like concertina in on me. I need to make thicker ones, I think. But let's test it again. That roller's catching on the right hand side, but I'm not too worried about that for now. What's going on? Come on, it's going. That roller's going to cause some drag, so it's not going to run as fast as it should. I'm moving my finger so it's free. That's it. It's just about getting it in the middle, really. Once it's balanced in the centre, that's why I didn't want wobble on it, you see, because wobble is a pain. I know my bearings are acting up. That was my bearings that were doing that, just then. Yeah, I need to. Oh, this is still not right. Hang on a minute. Turn it on. Tell you what, them wheels are bloody handy. Let's move that over a bit. Good thing I didn't put space on the left hand side, because if I could get this exactly to the way I want it. Why is it pulling down on here? I just don't get that. I'm going to take my clamp off a minute and reverse it. It might be something to do with that. It's not pulling tight enough, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. This clamp needs to be tighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some stuff, some tape down the sides of my inside of my clamp and thicken it out a bit, and then put the clamp on. It should pull it straight better. That's what's going on. There's a bit of slack for some reason. I don't know why. I'll just stick it on the outside, then I can get the right lens. Well, I think this bottom clamp wants to be unless it's just something to do with them spaces that have been compressed, I don't know. Could be. I've got some more spaces though, which I haven't squished to death. So. See if that tightens it up a bit. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, I think. The wheel on the right is still in contact. I'm just trying to figure out why it's leaning over to the right on the bottom. It just doesn't make sense to me. That should be. I didn't alter those pins on the bottom. Right, so if I loosen the bottom one, it seems to be alright. Let's check it. Let's just cut that out. Yeah, it looks like I've got... I think I know where it might be. So I've been moving this along to the left, and I think I might have been going the wrong way. Let's find out. Yeah, duh. If I move the bottom to the right, it tilts to the left. Sure. Damn it, I'm terrible. My geometry is really terrible. God. Take the clamp off in a minute. Yeah, my geometry sucks, man. It really does. Okay, that's better. So I put the clamp back on. That's it. I've been moving it the wrong way. Okay, let's power it back up again. That's better. Any wheels contact? No wheels contacting. Yoo-hoo! Oh, my RPM meter's moved, hang on. Oh, I moved my RPM meter, now we have contact somewhere. Typical. That's brilliant! I can hear it clicking away my actuators. Here we go. Bzzz. I want to get a meter on it and see what's going on. It's like a little buzzing sound. Going bzzz. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm just going to check one coil at the moment. I'm going AC. wrong wire, where's the other wire? Okay, good sign. I've got 1.71 volts AC on one coil. That'll be obviously higher than that though on the scope. Now, if I wire them in series, I should be, let's check the other coil. I've got 1.74 volts AC on the other coil. So let's wire them in series. So I can get a more decent voltage out of there, and that's why I wanted to put extra coils in, so I can get more voltage out. Right, I should get a decent voltage out of there now. On that, this is one bank, remember, there's another set of coils at the bottom, so if we wired all 4 coils, not the outside coils, just the coils on the inside, if we wire them all in series, we should be somewhere around, well, if I put the oscilloscope on it, we should be somewhere around around 8 volts or something like that. But the current is what's interesting as well. Okay, 2 coils in series, 3.47 volts AC. Now let's see what happens on current. Look at the speed. We aren't even going at maximum speed at the moment. There's a problem somewhere with probably the bearings again. I've had problems with these bearings before. Right, let me check the current, and we shouldn't slow down really, but 125 milliamps. Hang on a minute. I have to wire them in series with the coils at the bottom actually, so that we get the offset as well. There's a problem with the bearings, I think, because they were making weird noises, and I think I need to oil them or something. I'm not even sure that I've got these things lined up properly at the moment. I want to put a 10 ohm. Where's that resistor gone? I want to put a load across it, a proper resistor. Ages ago I was looking for my resistor and I got another one out, and then I found the other one. Oh, that's typical. When I wanted the other resistor I couldn't find it, and now I found it. Am I connected to the right ones? Right, let me load down one of these other coils. At the bottom. Let's load this down with a 10 ohm resistor. Top one. Okay. Connect up, you bugger. Keeps moving. Okay, we're connected. Oh, we were, no we're not. Come on, you bloody thing. it connected. Oh wait, so the voltage has dropped 1.2 volts, but it's still pushing voltage out, probably with a 10 ohm resistor. And shit, it's slowing down. Oh no. Oh, this is getting warm. Well, the connection's gone again. I've got some crap on these leads, that's what it is. Yeah, I still haven't got something right on here. Are we going the right way around? Yeah, we are. Oh yeah, the offset thing with the other coil. I haven't done that yet. Right, so we wired that set of coils in series with the other set of coils. I'll just wire these other two in series. We have not finished yet. Have I got any of these wires shorting out? No? Right, so that set wants to be in series as well. All that vibration must be the ferrite cores that are vibrating. Tweezers. Right, now I'm going to wire this top set of coils in series with the bottom set. Where's my jumper lead done? That lead from there. There. Now let's connect this meter between the top set in series with the bottom set. It might get interesting. Right, I'm seeing 4.31. Hang on, I've got this wired right way around. Let me just check. .67 that way. .06 the other way. Huh, interesting. That is interesting. My bearings, I told you there's a problem with the bearings at the moment. I'm making a racket. Right, now, I have 5 volts with all these coils in series. Now remember, there's a phase shift between the top set of coils and the bottom set of coils. That phase shift, we should be able to take advantage of it when I load it down as well, and even the jumper lead. Stick my resistor on it. Let's see, right, so if I connect this to the top set, there is something catching by the way, that's what slowed it down. Ah, that's better. Right, so when I put this 10 ohm resistor across, we're at 5 volts at the moment. Let's see what happens. Voltage has dropped to 1.3 volts with a 10 ohm resistor. Oh, what? What? That's not supposed to be happening. It's not supposed to be slowing down. There's a problem somewhere. Definitely is a problem. My brain, probably. Hang on. Oh, let's wire it the other way around. Hang on a minute. That resistor did get warm. Right. Connect that one. That one. I'm not using the outside coils, by the way. Oh, they might be shorted. Right, so 4.7 volts that way around. Notice how loud that thing gets when I put this resistor on. How much current is that anyway? We've got 150 milliamps or something like that. We're losing speed though for some reason. I think it's these bearings. It shouldn't be slowing down because it wasn't doing that with the test thing. I need to sort out, we have to get up to a certain speed before this really starts to work, and we're not getting fast enough because there's some problem, so I'm going to get some WD-40 on these bearings. Okay, we're picking up now. It's just this bearing on the left hand side, on this side. There's a problem with it. I need to swap it out. Let's let it pick up speed a bit. We're at 5 volts at the moment with it wired in series in that configuration. Let me put this 10 ohm resistor across again. Right, so it's slowing down right at the moment. So there's something wrong somewhere. Because the concentrics, I don't know, which way I've got on there? Where's the other wire? Actually, I want to test these outside coil. I'm going to connect to the outside coil and see what happens. Just a minute. Interesting. No slowdown. On the outside coil. That's weird. It normally would have thought it would. Right, what voltage have I got on the outside coils? The ones I haven't checked. Right, I need to get my meter on those. Check those outside coils. Not connected up for some reason. Huh? 0.9 volts? That's not right. More than that last time. Have I got a short on one of these coils? It wouldn't surprise me. .9? What? That can't be right. On 20 volt range and check this other coil on the outside. There's a problem with that coil. That coil might have a short on it. The other coil on the outside is reading 1.5 volts. Right. The coil on the left hand side on the outside is reading at 0.9, so it's got a short. I think it's got damaged. Which is probably what's dragging me down or something. Oh, hang on. This one on the outside is, the other one's working now. 1.35 volts on that coil. There's 6 coils altogether. No, 8 coils altogether, I mean. So that one on the left is 1.36. And what at the bottom on the outside is 1.31. And on the bottom on the right side .47 AC. Right. Okay. So, yeah, I probably did have a short. I think the wires were crossed over. There's a bit of bare insulation on it, because look at my speed now, it's way up. So, yeah, there's definitely some issues still, but some issues to work out. So, yeah, basically we're not there yet. Unfortunately. Right, we've got, yeah. Right, let's check. Do a resisted load test again. Across the 2 inside coils. Well, I'll tell you what. This is slowing down more than it did previously in my previous build. So there's, for some reason, for some reason this configuration is actually not as good. And I'm a little bit baffled as to why, because it should be better. Because of all them passive tests I was doing. There must be something, maybe I've got something out of alignment, because it looks like the wheels are lined up properly, because the wheels tell me where everything should be. And there's no wheels in contact right now, so that's good. But they are lined up. I can smell burnt rubber. That's when the rubber does contact it. There's a bit of friction, it's like an aircraft landing, you know. Disappointment. But I'm definitely seeing better voltages than what I did. I'm going to wire this other, the series connection back the other way, because I'm getting more voltage the other way around. So that one on. There. Yeah, on that wire you want, with that wire, all those center big coils, the large coils, with these middle coils and the middle coils at the bottom in series. We've got 6.53 volts AC. Now I'm going to put my 10 ohm resistor across. Interesting that the buzz just disappears. I've got quite a lot of juice coming through here. You can see sparks. And the voltage is dropping to 1.41 volts AC with a 10 ohm resistor across it. So there's quite a bit of juice going through there, I think. I'll measure the current actually. I want to be in series with that one. Well, that's weird. It's showing up as 87 milliamps, but there's more than that because I can see sparks. Seeing interfere with my amplifier. Yeah, I don't think my meter can respond to this frequency. Oh. That's me touching the resistor on that, the leg of that coil. Just directly across it now. 150 milliamps it shot up to just then. Well, at least I found out something. Anyway, I'm going to have to make some adjustments to these couplers, because I don't think they're properly lined up the axis, because I noticed that when I was in SketchUp that I think they're offset slightly. The actual angle, the azimuth angle of the couplers as well is off. I'll show you what I mean. Right, if you look at the model here, the angle of the couplers is not perfectly perpendicular to the rotation angle. Basically what I'm talking about is that the magnet is slightly, wants to be turned in a bit, like this. Right, so as it faces the magnet as it approaches. Because if they're actually turned out a bit, I don't know if you'll notice in the SketchUp file if you look at it, but in the SketchUp file, the model, talking to Russ and Magneton, but basically the magnet comes in on one side, so that's what's probably causing me a problem, because they need to be slightly offset, and there's actually a model, a principal model in there that says offset in it, and those I've tilted them inward slightly, or outward slightly, to compensate for this slight azimuth problem. And that isn't on there right now, so that could be what's going on. When I was able to hold it with my fingers, I was able to position it, tune it, and get it just right. But obviously this is fixed. I need to make it adjustable so I can rotate the angle, the pitch. So what I'm talking about is that we need to, where it's mounted in the, this is why I put this little ear on the back there, because at some point I planned on making it adjustable so that it can be tilted like this, right? So that it can be adjusted. That's why there's an ear on here sticking out, and I just thought, well, I won't bother with that yet, let's just try it and see how it goes with it fixed. But at some point you need to be able to adjust that. So I need to put some ears or something sticking out where I can move it and rotate it like this. Get what I'm saying? That's what needs to be done. That's the next job. I'm pretty sure it's not lined up properly. That's why I'm seeing some drag on it. But anyway, that's the voltage coming out with the 4 coils. Don't know if you can't see that. At the moment, a bit low down actually. Oh, you can probably see that maybe. It's always difficult getting the light just right. Anyway, so we're going to have to make some changes to those parts so that they can be rotated and adjusted while it's actually running. And that's another reason why they kind of stick out at the moment. I've stuck them in place with an ABS and they're actually solid, so I'd have to put a flange on the top, and I'd have to put a flange on the inside, or somehow where it can be rotated and still kept solid so it doesn't fly out or anything. You get what I mean? So a little bit like those recessed screws that you can turn half a turn and they don't fall out. You know the ones where you put a penny in and you twist them, something like that. That's basically what I need to do to make it so it can be adjusted, because if it's not perfectly aligned up, it's not going to do what it's supposed to do, which is to eject on the outside thing, whatever. But at least it's since I superglued that one rotor at that end, it's kept in sync, because them couplers are doing their job. They're keeping everything lined up in the middle, so they're working pretty well. And the wheels aren't touching at all right now. That's good. Would get more power, voltage and current if they were closer, yes, but we'd also get more drag as well, so I'm trying to stay a certain distance where it's more easy to adjust. Incidentally, without any load on it, the actual speed, it's actually at the speed. I did a test without rotors on at all, and it's actually at that speed. I did a video, I think it was a few days ago, where I did test without rotors, maximum speed, and it was about this speed, so that proves that there is actually no drag when there's no load on it, which is a good thing. So we've got something there going good there. I'll probably have to put that link in the video of this live stream when I've finished. So anyway, I think I need to end this stream because I don't know how long I've been going now, but yeah, I think I'll end the stream for now, otherwise it's going to be ridiculously long. so we'll be back later with more testing when I've got some adjustments made and such like. We'll give things a chance to set as well. So, toodaloo, whatever.